Before the universe, before time itself, there was nothing. An absolute unyielding nothingness that stretched beyond the limits of imagination. Not silence, for silence implies the absence of sound. This was a state beyond silence, a void where even the concept of sound had no meaning. Not darkness, for darkness requires the absence of light. This was a realm where light and darkness had never been conceived. There was only the infinite, unknowable void. A vast, boundless expanse that defied all understanding, a realm untouched by thought, unburdened by existence. No life, no death, no movement, no stillness. This is where our story begins, in the abyss before creation, before the first whisper of being echoed through the emptiness. A time before time, a place before place. Imagine, if you will, a state of perfect non-being, a void so complete that even the concept of existence was foreign. No stars, no planets, no gods, no monsters. Nothing to see, nothing to hear, nothing to feel. Not even the void itself, for the void implies an emptiness, a container for something that does not exist. This was beyond even that. This is the ultimate paradox, the state of pre-existence, the canvas upon which the cosmos would be painted. A blank slate waiting for the first stroke of creation. It is a concept that defies human comprehension, yet it is from this nothingness that everything we know and everything we are emerged. From this void, the universe would spring forth, bringing with it the dawn of time, the birth of stars, and the emergence of life itself. The human mind, bound by time and perception, struggles to grasp such a concept. We are creatures of definition, seeking boundaries and explanations, but the void defies all attempts at definition. It is the ultimate mystery, the source from which all creation sprang. To understand the Norse creation myth, one must first confront this void, this primordial soup of potentiality. For it is within this vast nothingness that the seeds of existence were sown and began to grow. The void was not a place of stillness or silence. It was a realm of infinite potential and boundless energy, a chaotic sea of possibility and creation, where the very fabric of reality was in constant flux and transformation. From this chaotic energy, the first spark of creation ignited. It was not a conscious act, but rather a fundamental law of existence asserting itself. Like a seed bursting forth from the earth, the universe was driven to exist, to unfold from the formless void into the tapestry of reality we know today. From this point forward, the void was no more. In its place, a dance of creation and destruction began, a cosmic ballet that would give birth to gods, monsters, and worlds beyond human comprehension. In the heart of this nascent universe, two realms emerged from the void. To the north lay Niflheim, a realm of perpetual ice and frost. Here, rivers of frozen nitrogen flowed sluggishly through valleys carved from glaciers the size of mountains. The air was thick with frost, and a silence so profound it pressed upon the nascent reality like a physical weight. Niflheim was a realm of stillness, of cold so intense it bordered on absolute zero. It was a place where even time seemed to slow its relentless march, its gears grinding against the unyielding grip of frost. Yet even in this frigid wasteland, there was a strange beauty. The ice itself was not uniformly white, but shot through with veins of deep blue and emerald green, remnants of the chaotic energies that still lingered from the universe's birth. These veins pulsed with a cold internal light, casting eerie shadows across the frozen landscape. The sky above Niflheim was a constantly shifting tapestry of auroras, shimmering curtains of light that danced across the heavens in hues of ethereal green, violet, and crimson. At the heart of Niflheim lay Hvergelmir, a spring of boiling water that gushed forth from the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil. This spring was the source of all the rivers in Niflheim, and its waters, though scalding hot at their source, quickly froze as they flowed out into the frozen wasteland. The contrast between the boiling water and the surrounding ice was stark, a testament to the opposing forces that were already at play in this newborn cosmos. While Niflheim slumbered in icy stillness, Muspelheim roared with fiery life. Flames danced and swirled, consuming all in their path. Yet even fire, the great destroyer, could not conquer the infinite void. It raged at the edges of Niflheim, its heat a palpable force against the frozen barrier. The void, a silent arbiter, held these opposing forces in check, allowing neither to dominate. But at the point where the heat of Muspelheim met the ice of Niflheim, a transformation began. The intense heat from Muspelheim caused the edges of Niflheim's glaciers to melt. The once solid and unyielding ice began to succumb to the relentless warmth, transforming into liquid. The melting ice, infused with the primordial energies of both realms, dripped into the void, hissing and steaming as it met the fiery abyss. This meeting of elements was not just a simple interaction, it was a profound convergence of ancient forces. These droplets, pregnant with potential, did not evaporate. Instead of vanishing into the ether, they hung in the air, suspended in a delicate balance. Instead, they swirled and coalesced, drawn together by an unseen force. This force was the very essence of creation, pulling the droplets into intricate patterns. Each drop was a microcosm of the universe itself, containing within it the opposing forces of fire and ice, creation and destruction. These tiny spheres held the secrets of existence, reflecting the eternal struggle within their depths. As these droplets merged and mingled, a complex dance of energies began. This dance was not random, it was a symphony of interactions, each movement a note in the grand composition of the cosmos. It was a chaotic ballet of heat and cold, expansion and contraction, a physical manifestation of the cosmic struggle at the heart of existence. This dance was the very heartbeat of the universe, a testament to the dynamic equilibrium that sustains all life. From this swirling vortex of fire and ice, a form began to emerge. It was vast and shapeless, a being of immense size and power. Ymir, the first of the Jötunn, the giants of Norse myth, had been born. Ymir was a creature of instinct, driven by primal hunger. He was a being of pure potential, embodying the raw, untamed energies of the cosmos. But even a being as powerful as Ymir could not survive on chaos alone. As if in answer to Ymir's unspoken need, another form materialized within the void. This time it was not a creature of fire and ice, but a being of pure nourishment and life-giving potential. Audhumla, the Primordial Cow. Her milk, flowing from udders as vast as mountain ranges, cascaded into the void. These rivers of cosmic milk, imbued with the primal energies of creation, were Ymir's sustenance. Ymir, driven by insatiable hunger, drank deeply of Audhumla's milk. He grew larger and stronger with each passing eon, his form slowly solidifying, taking on the rudimentary features of a giant. The cow, her massive head lowered, continued to provide for the giant. She was a symbol of sustenance and fertility, a testament to the nurturing aspect of the newly forming cosmos. As Audhumla licked the ice, a strange warmth began to emanate from the heart of the glacier. It was a warmth that had nothing to do with the fires of Muspelheim, but rather hinted at a different kind of energy, a life force distinct from the raw power of the giants. The ice, as if melting from within, began to reveal the form trapped within. Over eons, Audhumla licked and sculpted, her efforts slowly revealing the form of a man. This was no ordinary being. This was Buri, the first of the Aesir, the gods of Norse mythology. He was strong and handsome, his hair the color of newly forged silver, his eyes like chips of glacial ice that glittered with wisdom and power. Unlike Ymir, who was born of chaos, Buri emerged from the ice with a sense of purpose, a consciousness that set him apart from the primal beings of the void. Buri, the first of the gods, did not remain alone for long. He fathered a son, Bor, who in turn took a giantess named Bestla as his wife. From this union came 3 sons, Odin, Vili, and Ve. These 3 brothers were destined to inherit the mantle of creation, to shape the cosmos according to their will. But their inheritance came at a price, for the universe was still young. a chaotic battleground where the forces of order and chaos clashed in a primal struggle for dominance. The giants, spawned from Ymir, multiplied and spread throughout the void. They were creatures of instinct, driven by base desires and a hunger that could never be satisfied. Their very presence seemed to warp the fabric of reality, twisting and contorting the nascent laws of physics. The Aesir, though few in number, possessed a keen intellect and a burning ambition to impose order upon the chaotic universe they had inherited. The inevitable conflict erupted with a fury that shook the very foundations of the cosmos. The giants, fueled by primal rage and led by the monstrous Ymir, clashed with the Aesir in a battle that raged for eons. The void itself became a battleground, torn asunder by the sheer power of these primordial beings. It was a war unlike any other, fought not for land or resources, but for the very soul of creation. The Aesir, despite their smaller numbers, fought with a ferocity born of desperation and a deep-seated understanding of what was at stake. They knew that should the giants prevail, the universe would descend into an eternal state of chaos, a formless void devoid of life and beauty. Odin, ever the strategist, rallied his brothers, their combined might slowly pushing back the tide of giants. The tide turned when, in a desperate gambit, the three brothers confronted Ymir himself. The battle raged for what seemed like an eternity, shaking the very foundations of the nascent universe. Finally, with a mighty blow from Gungnir, Odin struck down the primordial giant. Ymir's death was not the end, but rather the beginning of a new era. His blood, a torrent of primal energy, poured out into the void, drowning the remaining giants and forming the vast oceans that would encircle the world. From his colossal corpse, the Aesir, guided by Odin's vision, began to shape the world as we know it. His flesh became the earth, his bones the mountains, his hair the forests, and his shattered teeth the rocks and pebbles that litter the land. Even his eyebrows found purpose, forming a protective barrier around the world of men, shielding them from the remnants of chaos that still lingered at the edges of creation. And what of humanity, you ask? Where do we fit into this grand cosmic tapestry, woven from the threads of chaos and order? From the remnants of Ymir's essence, Odin and his brothers fashioned the first humans, Ask and Embla. They were given life not from the void, but from the ash tree, Yggdrasil, the world tree that connected all 9 realms, its roots deep in the underworld and its branches reaching towards the heavens. This act symbolized the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance between the realms and the crucial role humanity would play in the ongoing drama of existence. The Norse creation myth does not end with a triumphant declaration of victory or a promise of eternal paradise. It is a story that acknowledges the cyclical nature of existence, the ebb and flow of creation and destruction, and the ever-present potential for chaos to re-emerge. The gods, for all their power, are not omnipotent. They are bound by fate, just as humans are, and even they are aware of the prophecy of Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods, when the world will be consumed by fire and ice, only to be reborn anew. The Nordic creation myth is not a comforting tale of divine benevolence, nor is it a simple story of good triumphing over evil. Instead, it is a stark reminder that existence is a constant struggle, a perpetual battle against the elements and the forces that seek to undo us. It is a delicate dance on the edge of chaos, where every step must be carefully measured and every decision weighed with caution. This myth speaks deeply to the human condition, reflecting our own internal and external battles. It mirrors our struggles against the forces of chaos within ourselves and in the world around us, reminding us of our vulnerabilities and our strengths. Yet it also serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, there is always hope. There is always the possibility of renewal and rebirth. The myth teaches us that from the ashes of destruction, new life can emerge, stronger and more resilient than before. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of life, the unyielding will to survive and thrive even in the harshest conditions. This perhaps is the most enduring legacy of the Nordic creation myth, a story that has been passed down through generations. It stands as a testament to the resilience of life, the ability to adapt and overcome, and it reminds us of the eternal dance between chaos and order that continues to shape our universe. A dance that we are all a part of, whether we realize it or not.